Erik Finman, and I am one of the youngest Bitcoin millionaires in the world. I was able to amass about 400 plus Bitcoins. So I was 18 years old when I made my first $1 million.
How'd it feel?
It felt pretty great. Did towards some Lamborghinis. There's a dealership in Newport Beach that takes Bitcoin for Lamborghinis.
Erik, thanks for coming to my Bitcoin mine. I'm new to this whole cryptocurrency world, but as far as I understand it, with enough computers, you can really strike it rich.
Yeah, quite the operation you have here.
As soon as we dig up these Bitcoins, I should be the first hypothetical zillionaire.
That's not how any of this works.
We ain't found shit.
Shut up, old miner. I'm not paying you moonshine to run your toothless mouth. Get your head on deeper into the mine. I think those machines are hot down there. Erik!
Daniel?
First question, those glasses are unique. Are a lot of people wearing those now?
Just me, I'm unique.
Where'd you get those?
I got them in London.
You're an international traveler?
International traveler.
How old are you?
19.
How many countries have you been to?
It's too many to count.
For what reasons?
I don't know. Business, travel, you know, life of a Bitcoin millionaire.
Where do you live?
New York.
New York City?
Yep. No, Buffalo.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding, New York City.
Don't shit on Buffalo. And Buffalo's horrible. Are you renting or did you buy an apartment?
Just renting.
This is the one that I saw you in this video?
Yeah.
What's up with that bed that's like in the middle of the room behind another bed? It looks like a Japanese hotel or something.
Yeah, there's 3 beds.
And it's just curtains off?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
what do you use that bed for?
Maybe too much, you know.
Oh, you're enjoying life, huh?
I know. That's why I have 3 beds.
Ugh. When did you get in on Bitcoin?
It was about $12 a coin in 2011.
And how many coins did you buy that day?
I bought over 100 coins. And then I have even more now.
You have more than 100 coins now?
Way more.
Okay, so that's 100 Bitcoins at $12 a piece. That's something like thousands of dollars.
It's like about $1,200.
Okay. Well, I can't do that kind of math. How did you have $1,200 as a 12-year-old?
So my grandmother, she gave me a little over $1,000 for my scholarship fund, and I didn't put it towards my scholarship. So.
You blew it all on one thing.
Blew it all on Bitcoin, and I spent it like every day trying to get more after that.
Do you have a thumb drive on you that has it all?
If I had a thumb drive on me, I'd just get shot and murdered so fast.
Have there ever been like threats out on your life?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Do you take them seriously or report them or anything?
Yeah. I have to be very careful. I have like security, and I'm super secure digitally. It's you know, you have to be.
I don't do any of it.
Yeah?
I sleep with my door open at night. I have no security. I want all of this on camera. My mom was heavily invested in bullion. Turns out it was a broth, not gold. Her portfolio was very diverse in chicken and beef stock. Get back to work, you old wackadoo. Explain to me, as if I were your grandmother, what cryptocurrency is.
Cryptocurrency is just like any other currency. At the technology level, it allows it so it can run self-sufficiently on its own.
How often do they introduce more coins into circulation?
There's these things called Bitcoin miners. Let's say Facebook didn't want to have servers, and then they paid you to run part of Facebook on your laptop. That's what Bitcoin does. So these people get paid for dedicating their computer space to running the Bitcoin network. So people have these entire server farms.
Hence what I'm trying to get into. Do you have any inside information? Like, people have to be cheating this. Nobody's regulating.
I mean,
how do you know when a dip's coming?
I'm completely innocent, but yeah, definitely a lot of other people do that.
Oh, this is great. This is a
nothing like
West.
A little Wall Street corruption, you know?
When is this thing going to collapse and be worth nothing? And you're going to go back to just a regular, smelly teenager?
Never. I think cryptocurrency is absolutely here to stay forever. When is the dollar going to collapse and you're going to lose all your money?
Soon. No, I'm not. I'm invested overseas.
Okay,
don't get ahead of yourself, kid. If Bitcoin went to 0 right now, would you still be a millionaire?
No, but I'd still be okay.
You'd be okay?
I'd be okay. I'd be all right.
It'd be a hit.
Yeah, I mean, if all your real estate properties were burnt down, I mean, that would also kind of suck.
It's more about the land. I'll rebuild. Do you think it'll ever get back up to 20,000?
Like Bitcoin go back up past 20,000 for sure.
What about Snake Eyes? You think Snake Eyes will ever get up to 20,000?
Snake Eyes? Is that a coin?
What do you think about a Daniel Tosh coin, a Tosh.0 coin? You think that would work?
Tosh.coin?
Someone came up to me with that idea that worked here maybe 8 or 7 years ago, whole thing, and I completely ignored it.
Yeah?
Did I make a huge mistake?
Did you want to be a billionaire? I mean, yeah? Then you made a huge mistake.
I did, huh? That's kind of cool. You have any other get-rich-quick schemes?
So I've got a great multi-level marketing plan. I think you'll really like it.
I would love it.
Yeah.
What if I would get 6 or 7 people underneath me? Would I make money?
There you go.
Does your fake girlfriend just love you for your fake money?
Probably.
What is your backup plan that we all agree you will definitely need?
For Bitcoin?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, I start businesses. I sold my company for Bitcoin, so like I'm pretty, you know.
Did you go to college?
No, I dropped out of high school.
When did you drop out?
I was like 14, 15. As soon as I dropped out, I moved to Silicon Valley.
What kind of parents are these?
Amazing parents. I texted them, tracked my phone, all that.
Right, but
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to spend the night at other people's houses because my dad's like, "What's wrong with you? Why do you want to sleep with another kid?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then I just went to my room. Did you apply to any colleges?
No, I didn't even get my GED.
You should get your GED.
Yeah.
It's also very funny to be a millionaire and have a GED.
Is it?
I think so.
I feel like it's funnier to not have a GED.
No, it's not. I would respect your opinions more if you had a GED. Oh, come on. We did it! We did it! We struck Bitcoin!
That's not how any of this works.
Sell!
Dumped Wife's Revenge is all about being fabulous. I hope to inspire you, I hope to give you wisdom, and I hope to show you how to have more fun in life, laugh about life, loosen up, let go, and come into my world of fabulousness. Come on!
Diane, you old wombat, get over here. I've been lurking your Instagram for years.
Are you a stalker?
Well, thank you so much for coming here. It's so great to finally have another rich person on this show. You would not believe the pores I'm forced to slum it with.
Oh, I love your artwork.
They're done by Terry Richardson. He's a horrible human, but damn does he bring the sexy out of me. I like to separate the artist from the assaultist. First of all, lovely accent. Where are you from?
I am from Australia, Perth.
How's the exchange rate right now?
Really bad. We'd be lucky to be 70 cents against you.
You know what that is? That's the Trump factor. Who's sick of winning? What's with the clicking and the snapping?
I didn't even realise I was doing it. And in that Vogue article, she said it's like I'm going, come on, giddy up with life.
Were you surprised that Vogue came a-calling?
I can't believe it.
And that's the Vogue. That's not like Perth's edition of Vogue.
This is New York.
And did that boost your profile immediately?
Absolutely. I got about another 4,000 followers overnight.
What made you start Dumped Wife's Revenge?
I was dumped for the younger woman after 26 years of marriage.
The second marriage.
Second marriage.
What about the first marriage?
He actually also left me for the younger woman. I'm down on Eagle Bay having the time of my life doing a fabulous photo shoot.
Are you filthy rich?
I'm filthy rich in life.
But also with money. Is there a good way for poor women to flex on their exes?
Exactly the same as what I do. The best revenge is not against your ex. The best revenge is to go, F you, life. I'm going to be fabulous no matter what you dump on me.
I've seen you jump in a video or two.
Love jumping.
Well, yeah, but you're not getting very high off the ground.
No, but you put it in slow motion and it looks like you're really getting up like 20 feet off the ground.
What do your exes miss the most about you?
I wouldn't have a clue.
There's not one thing like, oh, I bet they miss that.
Next question.
How young of a man would you go?
Well, it's only young men who ask me out. Men my age or older, don't ask me out.
Would you date a 25-year-old man?
No way.
No? Okay, what about 35?
No, stop it. No.
Just sexual?
No.
I feel like that you're not giving a 35-year-old man a chance that wants to prove his worth. Is sex a big part of your life?
Of course. It's part of everybody's life.
You ever had sex on the beach? Man, it's not as good as advertised. You really need to have an extra large blanket. Would you like to get married just to dump a husband just so you could be on the other side of it?
Absolutely not. No way.
I'll be honest with you, it was a very basic instinct moment when you did the double cross there. That would be a power move if you did that during this interview. Like, just, I don't know, right to that camera, like, hello. Did you know who I was?
Are you going to be upset if I said no?
Not at all. In the history of our show, you were the first person to pay for their own travel.
Really?
Of course. Nobody that comes on the show has money.
The reason?
The reason is you don't want to slum it with the f***ing cattle in the back of the plane.
No, but I've got to tell you what happened. I was sitting in the room this morning. The guy came in and I had to sign the documents and it had date of birth. And I said, look, dumped wife's revenge is part of being ageless. So I handed it back to him and he was in shock. So we're not going to pay you.
We're not paying her?
If I don't cut it, you can get someone else on.
How many more years can you be ageless?
Until I die.
Is the vagina ageless?
Absolutely.
How many photos of yourself do you have naked?
3 naked shots. It was an empowerment thing for myself. I was at this certain age. It was done very tastefully. And when I looked at it, I thought, oh, that is awesome. So I'm going to do a naked shot every year.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Will you text me some of these naked shots, just some selfies?
I don't sext.
It won't be sexting if I don't use it for anything sexual.
No, I don't do that.
Diane, we can't just sit around here drinking Sauvignon Blanc all day.
What?
What's the point of having a fabulous life if we can't rub it in everyone's poor faces? All right, do I have a surprise for you? I've set up the perfect photo shoot.
I love surprises.
Diane, you think the best revenge is living well, but here in America, we know the best revenge is revenge.
Are they my exes?
I don't want to get you legally implicated, but let's just say I kidnapped 2 guys who may or may not have dumped you for younger women, and I've been torturing the out of them for the past 4 days.
You're gonna go to jail!
Yes, but in the meantime, let's use my green screen to take photos in fabulous locations with them. This is Australian waterboarding. You just wet a board and crack them over the head.
That's not my ex.
I'm terribly sorry about this.
Peter.
Diane.
Like the new facial hair? Click like below. When a guy has a nice shaped head like this, he probably has a nice shaped f***ing dickhead too. Why is it that girls will date a guy that has half my wallet, half my dick, half my car? I still f*** a lot, but those girls that f*** me, they're afraid to be with me. If you look at all the richest men in the world, which I'm one of, I have 20 million in the bank, no bullshit, Google it. Suck on my f***ing testes.
Don't jam the shredder. 10 pages max. Hard Rock Nick, you have come to the right place. Anyone dealing with a major scandal comes to me.
And he fixes it.
What did Daniel Radcliffe do?
Exactly. If it weren't for me, Harry Potter'd still be on death row.
Give me your phone. Here's your new phone. There's no camera, so you can't post dick pics to the gram. And we don't provide a charger.
Patty, give me my file on Hard Rock Nick. Hard Rock Nick. Are you white?
Yes. Yes,
Are you full white?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I thought you were Armenian.
I don't know where that's coming from.
I know where it's coming from. You live in Los Angeles, and you look Armenian.
Yeah, I'm told.
You didn't set out to be like an influencer on Instagram. Somebody found you And then Chrissy Teigen reposted.
Yeah, so she shared it, and then another celebrity or two, like Busy Phillips, retweeted. And then it gets into the hands of Tom Segura, who has his own podcast. If I was a fraud, where's my GoFundMe page like all of y'all have?
But look at those chains, though.
Lots of chains.
You don't
How
like
many
those?
does he have? No, those are beautiful chains.
If Tom likes you, I like you.
Yeah.
Do you regret this post?
No.
You can't start with non-Caucasian #1. It just comes across as racist.
I know, but how is it racist to know what you like?
You're not sexually attracted to non-white people?
Not the way I am white women.
No. Don't worry about that. That's no one's gun.
Has fame changed you?
Not at all. First of all, I've always been hated on.
You don't come across as a complete asshole in person.
See, that's the irony. I'm an asshole until you meet me.
Right.
That's just because I probably, you know, have a little bit of a glow.
You get a little starstruck. You see a man with that shaved on his face, you're gonna respect him. The signature beard.
Yeah.
Just tell me about it.
I think it just started wanting to not have the same beard as every other guy.
What instrument are you using? Is it a wall?
Yeah, it's wall.
Wall.
And,
Wall.
Yeah.
Now that's a good clipper. You send this man free clippers and
yes.
$25,000. Let's talk about the eyebrows. Everybody focuses on the beard.
Yes.
And you completely forget the insane eyebrows.
Look, when you have nothing on top, you better have, you know, something in front, right?
What's a typical day for you like?
Wake up, my chef will make breakfast.
Do you mind if I slam on the brakes right here?
Please do.
A chef.
Yeah, people fixate on that a lot. He doesn't live with me.
Okay.
It's not Wolfgang Puck.
I don't like Wolfgang
I don't either.
Puck.
He comes 3 days a week, and he makes enough food so that I'm covered. I'm a f***ing millionaire 75 times over. I'm worth $350 million.
I want to talk about your wealth. According to your bio, you own a casino in Vegas. True or false?
True.
Oh.
At the risk of it getting boycotted and Craig called, let's keep it at that. Bergamo 22 with my mother name inscribed. Can we get that? Nick J. That's sick.
Talk to me about cologne.
I wear a lot of cologne.
You wear a lot at one time, or you own a lot of different types of cologne?
Both. I probably put too much on today for no reason.
I wouldn't say no reason. It's working, my friend.
Thank you.
You've had 12 Mercedes.
Yeah.
Now, the videos I've watched, you're driving a pickup truck.
Yeah, and that's just one of my former cars. Yeah, it was a show truck.
Why do you have so many stickers on the back of your truck?
Just to make it look a little modified and customized.
Wait a second, you crazy person.
Hold on.
Modified.
I know it looks a little trashy.
It doesn't look like a man that has a casino,
I know.
10 businesses, own Netflix, and is excellent at tennis.
Was.
What?
I said was.
That's
I
fine.
never said I am now.
Did you bring cash?
Here's something that blew my mind. Such a Trump supporter. Are you still, or are you falling off the wagon a little bit?
He has been an enormous president for our country.
How much did you give to Trump? Because according to my research, I've got $500K from you.
That's about right. I might have exaggerated a little
You
bit.
flexed a little for the gram.
I flexed a little for the gram, yeah, but it was close.
I don't know about any PP tape.
I got a big dick, no?
I want to talk about your huge 11 inches. That's what you're claiming.
I'm claiming.
That's rock hard.
That would be full, correct.
Measuring from the base of the balls.
Well said.
Is she a girthy hog?
It's a good proportion. Why do I wear pink? I wear pink because I like pink. You know, like inside.
What are your thoughts on the Me Too era?
It feels a little bit like an agenda.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna stop you right there. If I'm gonna revamp your image, just push it up.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta be a vagina.
Knock it off. We had a good run from
I get it.
when men were created
Yeah,
till last week. I am told that you f***ed everyone in the porn business.
That I wanted to.
Any dudes.
No, absolutely not. I'm 100% straight.
But you do accept gay.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. For the love of God, I live in West Hollywood.
Have you been married before?
I have.
How'd that work out?
It was a learning experience.
I actually watched some footage of you in the courthouse being disrespectful to the sanctity of marriage, so much so that I am shocked that that marriage lasted as long as it did.
Yeah, I mean, we were having fun.
Hard Rock Nick, we need to clean up your image. You put this on and stick to the script. If I can keep Paula Dean's racist face on a tub of butter, I can fix whatever you've said.
Okay.
Patty! You know the drill?
Good afternoon. My social media accounts were hacked. As a straight, white, cis male, I am prone to mistakes. It's very possible I was having a reaction to the eyeliner I use. So at this time, My family and I ask for privacy as we attempt to regain normalcy in our day-to-day lives.
Thank you. On behalf of Flaccid Rock Nick, I will be taking questions from Caucasian reporters only.
Welcome to my CeWEBrity Pro-Am Simulated Golf Trick Shot Tournament charity. I'd like to thank my sponsors for this event. Potatoes, they're back. Tare? Is that how you say it? Tania Tare?
Tare.
What?
Tare.
Tare?
Oh, yeah.
What is it? Pacific Islander? What are you?
Yeah. Were you just guessing?
Well, yeah, kind of. Minus looking at you.
So my mom is Cook Island Hawaiian Tahitian.
Uh-huh.
My dad is white.
Oh, congratulations. You don't live in New Zealand now, though, do you?
No, I live in Scottsdale.
Is that why you do trick shots? Because Arizona's so f***ing boring?
No.
No. How often are you working on trick shots versus just your game in golf?
In season, I'll do like 90% golf,
Okay.
10% trick shots. I basically just make the content.
So you're only doing it for the gram?
Yeah, sort of.
Favorite trick shot that you've completed?
Probably the flip cup one. So it took me on and off like 6 hours. I'll never be able to repeat that again.
Have you ever tried to do another one again, the exact same one?
No. Pretty much every trick I've done, I'm like, that's it, I'm done.
It's like Candy Crush.
Once you pass the stage, you don't go
Yeah,
back.
no one ever replays a level. Interlocking or overlapping?
Okay, now I interlock.
Why?
Because I went through a window when I was younger, and I cut my arm. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great scar.
And so I went to surgery. They were like, we have to cut your arm off from your shoulder. So I almost lost my arm.
I feel like everybody has a story like, oh, I almost lost my arm, but did you really almost lose? How close?
Like going into surgery.
To cut it off and then all of a sudden
And then they just tried to repair it.
What's your best 18-hole score?
In tournament, 9 under. I had 10 birdies.
10 birdies.
Then I had a bogey because I tried to hit this par 5 and 2, and my ball plugged in the bunker.
So you're not consistent?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Are you sponsors?
Yeah.
Do you want more sponsors?
Yeah.
I always try to throw Subaru a bone. I always just put it in on my show without asking. Then when it's like, hey, can I have a Subaru? They're like, yeah. What's your favorite golf movie?
Happy Gilmore.
Really?
Well, I do trick shots. Kind of
Sure.
makes sense.
Oh, I broke it. There we go. That's good. Don't worry about that. That's not going to affect my game. Did Phil Mickelson get a boob job? That's a question I've always wanted to know.
I've heard a lot of stories about this stuff, mostly because I was a witness to one of Steve Williams' stories, like ex-Tiger Caddy, and I guess they're not friends. So he was talking about some fans heckling him about
his breasts?
About some nipples.
He's got man boobs.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you can see him jiggle. Whoa. My favorite golfer, Mickey DeMorat. Oh my goodness.
He tied 56 at the U.S. Open.
That was pretty
The
good last
fact
year.
that he was in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, he beat Tiger Woods. He gets to say that for the rest of his life. Subaru needs to sponsor my nephew immediately.
Bullshit.
Well, that's it.
Shouldn't the ladies' tees be the same distance because men and women are equal now?
Technically, they're not equal because they're getting paid way different.
But you're only getting paid based off of your draw.
I mean, I'm not opposed to longer courses because distance is an issue for me.
Oh, nice. Who's the greatest female golfer of all time?
I'm gonna guess it's Annika Sorenstam.
I think the best female golfer of all time is Elin Nordegren. Probably, per swing, has made the most money. Can guys do better trick shots than you?
A couple.
But for the most part, trick shots are genderless.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
That's amazing.
I could think of a few trick shots that the guys couldn't do, but let's save that for some weird bar in Tijuana or something. Let's meet my playing partner. Part pro, part celebrity, all Kiwi, New Zealand's Tania Tare. And of course, no threesome would be complete without the shapely legs of virtual celebrity Tina Turner. What the f***? Give me that, you asshole! Quick little factory reset. Language of choice, Hebrew. Now I'm not gonna play. Nobody gets any charity. It's a virtual course, Chad. Ah, you big dumb beefcake. Ready?
Yes.
Get in the hole!
Golf is an elitist hobby.
Shrimp on the bobby!
Hot soup!
Hi, Pork Stuffner's wife. Buddy Shack isn't funny. Go to your home!
Oh, looks like we got a virtual streaker. Tina Turner and Tosh withdraw. Tanya wins. You're gonna want to screen grab this check, print it out, then find the dumbest bank teller in the world.
I'm going to talk about the craziest regimen I've ever done in my life. In a year, I put on approximately 48 pounds of muscle. People I tell that think I'm crazy. They're like, you're out of your mind. You're going to spend 8 hours in the gym. That's crazy. You know, don't you have a life? But hey, that was my life.
But I eat, 5 times a day. Is it working? No. Well, eat more. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it takes, you got to do it.
I'm really starting to feel it. Starting to kick in. Tennis. Joints are starting to get sore, but I got to keep pushing it. Got to get through this. Whew. Train hard, eat hard, and grow.
You done with that? Oh, Christ almighty, you are huge. Let me see you flex. Impressive. Listen, I've done the first 40 years of my life skinny. I want to do the last 40 years yoked as shit. Will you be my trainer?
Body like this takes time. It's not gonna happen overnight.
Okay, I've got under an hour. Let's get to work.
Come on, there you go. Up and squeeze the bicep at the top.
All right, I'm bored.
You gotta make them work.
F this. All right, Rich. For me personally, it's just fascinating to think we're the same thing. That technically we're both white men. Do I disgust you physically?
No one disgusts
you. All right, fair enough. If you woke up tomorrow, like let's say we peed into a fountain and all of a sudden we switched bodies.
Go jog around the track and see what it's like jogging again.
Why do you want to be big?
I was raised in a family of bodybuilders. When I was 6 years old, I was in Gold's Gym watching my mom work out. So I was basically screwed from day one.
When did you start working out serious? How old?
I started when I was 11 and I started competing at 15. So serious, I'd say 13.
What's the downside of being a bodybuilder?
The truth is it's a very unhealthy sport. A lot of people don't realize. My body fights me the whole way. My body does not want to be 300 pounds.
So your body's not meant to get like this?
Whether it's muscle or fat, the heart doesn't know the difference.
Are you going to tone it down at any point in your life?
Yeah. I definitely suggest people to not be big bodybuilders.
Are you fine with people just staring at you constantly?
I'm so used to it that it doesn't bother me.
What about strangers touching you?
Yeah, that I don't like.
But do they?
All the time. All the time. Yeah, they just reach out and grab me and, squeeze my arm. And, when the women come out and squeeze my arm, I want to, squeeze their tit and say, what's up? It's kind of the same thing.
No, I don't. Well, maybe in your eyes. I don't think in the court's eyes, though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's a lot of people that hate on you online.
A lot.
Why is that?
I think it's just jealousy, insecurity. They're trying to be what I am and they can't achieve that. That's my personal opinion.
My guess is that it's very fun to take a shot at someone that you could never take a shot at.
In person.
So that's kind of fun. What's the most offensive thing people yell?
Probably just yell steroids.
Do people yell steroids?
All the time. You'll be walking through the mall and you just hear steroids! You know?
And you just go, How easy is it for you to open a jar of pickles?
Pretty easy.
You ever had a jar get stuck or no?
And then the girlfriend has to open it for me?
You know what I tell my girlfriend, I always say, the trick to opening a jar is just fucking do it. We get in fights over that. By the way, your wedding was amazing. Was that off the shelf, that suit?
Believe it or not, a lot of energy went into that suit.
No, I believe it. What about clothes? Is it a nightmare or you just say, all right, I'm just wearing my own stuff?
Pretty much sweats, tank top kind of guy.
What's a typical meal?
A typical bodybuilder breakfast is what I have every morning is egg whites and oatmeal. You know, and sometimes I eat it, sometimes I drink it.
Are you hungry every 2 hours?
You're not, you're force feeding yourself.
Oh, Jesus. What's your weakness? Like things you shouldn't be eating that you just like, nah, I need to eat that at least.
I eat Ben & Jerry's every night before I go to bed.
How much though?
I eat a pint every night.
The whole pint?
The whole pint. 1,200 calories.
What's your thing?
1,200 calories, boom.
Oh, that's straight up gangster. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. What do you listen to while you're working out?
You know, just angry music.
You ever listen to Adele?
Who's Adele?
Singer, beautiful woman. I mean, if you like big, huge, fat British chicks.
No, I never listened to her. Okay. I hate to admit, I never even heard of her.
That's crazy you've never heard of Adele. Hello from the other side.
That doesn't sound like somebody I want to listen to.
I know it's not what you want to listen to, but it's one of these songs that when you hear it, you're like, it's a good song.
I've been taking anabolic steroids for over 25 years.
All right, let me talk steroids for a second. I'm hard pressed to find a negative side. If you're not cheating, like if it's not illegal, then
exactly.
What?
If it was drug tested and you were cheating the test,
sure.
You know, and going against guys that really were natural, then yeah, it's morally wrong and it's not fair and you're cheating.
You just want to get as strong and ripped as you can.
Yeah, it definitely, you know, helps out.
I want to talk about the things that I've grown up as a kid learning. That it shrinks your balls. And you mentioned that yours got 33% smaller.
My balls have shrunk 20 to 30%.
How did you figure out your balls got smaller?
That was just an estimate.
You were joking.
No, they definitely got smaller.
Who wants big balls? You know what small balls do?
It makes your dick look bigger.
Exactly. Are roid rages a real thing?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, all right, that's a real downside. During road rage?
Too many times.
Oh, really?
Those days are over. I've definitely learned how to control the rage that comes along with the steroids.
Well, how about just having fun with it? Like, you don't ever just like jump out of your car and like lift the front of someone's car up? No. Oh, that'd be amazing.
No, I've jumped out of my car many times and had guns pulled on me, you know?
Yeah,
so someone sees someone of my size coming at them, you know, they're in fear for their life. So if they have a gun in the car, they're gonna use it.
So you've thought these things through, I'm not gonna lie. What advice do you have for kids who want to get as huge as you?
I'd say that, you know, getting as huge as me is visually pleasing and it looks awesome, but it's physically counterproductive. The biggest problem people have is having the patience because it takes years and years and years.
So it's patience and expensive.
Oh, very expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive.
Well, Rich, you must be an awful trainer because my body looks worse than ever. I'm just gonna work on my self-confidence. It seems easier.
Good choice.
In the meantime, there's a negative perception about you bodybuilders. Underneath those misshapen muscles is an overworked heart yearning for more.
What the hell are you talking about?
It's time for the world to see muscle freaks being freaking adorable.
Muscle freaks being freaking adorable! Ah!
Jumping in Tuscany! Singing a baby to sleep! Blowing bubbles in a bubble bath! Separating Oreos! Laughing at a silly joke!
What's an owl's favorite subject? Algebra. That's a hoop.
Petting a cute bunny!
Ah, cute little bunny wabbit. Freaking adorable!